Cat Studio. I hope you're all getting ready for fall. Leaves are starting to turn out here, and I thought we'd make a fall folio. This is going to be the fabulous fall folio today, and what we're using for that today is some heavyweight cardstock for the base, 8.5 by 11 inch, 8.5 by 11 inch, 65-pound cardstock, and I believe this is Recollections 110-pound for the heavyweight. You could use a lighter weight for the base if you wanted to. Also what we're going to be using is the Cardabella pattern paper, the fall break. Some really pretty stuff here. This all the different patterns that are in here. Beautiful. And it has some really great stickers, which I've used a few. All right, so let's get started with some cutting first. Let's take our 65-pound cardstock and go over to our paper trimmer and cut that at 5.5 inches on the 11.5 inch side. I'm sorry, on the 11-inch side, 2 sheets. And I previously put a new blade in, so I'm pretty sure it'll cut all the way through. So at 5.5. And so line those up, make sure they're even across. Once you turn those, you want to put those back into the paper trimmer and cut at 6.5, just shy of 6.5. And cut those. Let's go up. Easier that way to get all the way through. Set those to the side. This will be our stacked waterfall. You'll have 4 sheets at 6.5 by 5.5. So let's go take our heavyweight cardstock, and we need to cut that down to 6 inches on the 8.5 side, 2 sheets of that. So we're cutting that to 6 inches. So I'm going to put my little dimensional tape here so I get both of them hopefully cut to 6 inches. We need these to be even for the base because we're going to glue these together. And the second one, 6 inches again on the 8.5 side. That's our heavyweight cardstock. And we'll set that off to the side. We'll get our pockets ready now. Take a sheet of 65-pound cardstock. So we need 3 pockets at 6 3/4 by 4 inches. So we'll put this in on the 8.5 side and cut that at 6 3/4. And then we need 4 inches. And we need one more, so we need one more sheet of 65-pound cardstock, cut at 6 3/4 again, and one at 4 inches. So those are our pockets, 65-pound cardstock, and we are going to go over to our scoreboard now. We have all our pieces cut for the base. Take our heavyweight cardstock base pieces that are 6 by 11, and we're going to score that at 6 inches and 6.5. So that gives us a 1/2 inch gusset, or spine, if you will. And the second one, same measurements, 6 inches and 6.5. And then take your stacked waterfall pieces on the 6.5 side and score at 6 inches. Or you could go a 1/2 inch from the left if you prefer doing it that way. But I'm going to do it on the right. And my scoring tool seems to be wearing out a little bit. I've got to turn it. So 1/2 inch on all those pieces. Your stacked waterfall. So we have 4 of those. And now let's take the pocket over to the scoreboard, and we're going to score 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So that's at a 1/2 inch, That's at 6 1/4. And turn that, and that will be at 3 1/2. So we've got 3 sides scored. Do the other 2 exactly the same way, and I'll meet you back here. I went ahead and folded and creased all my waterfall pieces and my base. And the way we do that is we turn it towards or fold it towards the bubble side. And then we fold and crease that, like so. And so I've already done that. And then on our pockets, what we want to do first, is cut the corners out, like so, on an angle. All of them. We will fold and crease that. So fold and crease all your tabs on your pockets. Here we have all our pockets folded and creased, and our waterfall folded and creased, and I did this off camera, the base. So what we're going to do is take the scoreboard in order to figure out where we need to glue this together. I put the short sides to the center. The 6 inch ends go on the left and the right side. So I take this score line here, fold it up, and put it right in the corner of your scoreboard, and then lay this over top and line this up with 6 inches. This first score line you're coming to, going towards your right, and put a pencil line here. So that's 6 inch panel right here. And make sure that's in the corner when you do that, all the way in the corner. Oops, 6 inches right there. You better remark that. Okay, so that's where you're gonna glue that up to. So you take that off and you can see your line. And pop some glue in there. And the base will be ready for the waterfall. I'll lay that in, and I'm going to put that right up to the edge of my scoreboard so that it will line up straight. Line that up. And you can remeasure that if you wanted to. Make sure it's 6 inches across from one score line to the next, but I'm pretty sure it is. So just going to press that down. Move my scoreboard out of the way. We're finished with that now. And press the back in. All right, now this is the spot where our stacked waterfall will live. 4 sheets that we had. We're gonna start gluing those in between these 2 score lines here. So we'll start with the first one. And you could use your scoreboard to line these up if you like. Let's do that. Might make it a little bit easier. So line that edge up at the bottom edge. And I could just see better when I do it at the bottom. Put some glue on this tab on one of your pages. And then you're gonna center that between these 2 score lines here, right here. On the edge. Go ahead and press that in. And the next one goes right on top. Line that back up at the very edge. Pop that on there. Make sure you're even on both sides. And you can eyeball this too if you wanted to do it that way instead. Press that down. Lift it, press it down. And on my other folio that looks like this one, that's the trifold that's got the cute little snowman on it, it has a different waterfall. This one I thought was a little bit easier as far as the cutting and all of that. So let's put the next one on top and press it in. And then the last one, same thing. hopefully my hair's not getting in your way. And the very last one goes on top of that. Even that up from side to side to make sure the bottom is even. That top one's a little more difficult to get at, you know, in the bottom there because our edge is a little bit higher. I mean, the paper seems to be stacked a little bit higher at that last one. So let's lift that one up, press that in, and your waterfall is ready, and your folio is ready almost to start decorating. We just need to do one more thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a pocket on the front. We're going to put a pocket. Where are we going to put one? Right here and here. So left and right. So how we do the pockets are we don't glue them totally on. We just glue the tab. The bottom, the very bottom tab. Center it up between the edge and the score line. Hold these tabs down so they don't get in the way. So you can kind of zhuzh that around. Press that in. So then once this is dry, you can put your pattern paper on, and then you're going to put your pocket sides on. Let's do the one on the left, on the right. Where am I? All right, here we are. Same way, even that up. Okay, then we're going to put the last one on the front. Now, if you don't want pockets, you don't have to put pockets on at all. I just thought it would be a cute idea to have pockets everywhere. So that tab we glue down. We want to lay that in. Even that up. And then press it in. So now we're ready to start decorating our folio once this is dried up. We want to make sure that you're not going to lift any of these pages or anything. So let that dry and get your pattern paper and start decorating. So let me show you how we measure for our pattern paper. This is how I do it. So our pages are 6 by 6 inches. 6 by 6. So we take that measurement and subtract a 1/4 inch. So 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. For all of these pages, we'll get that size pattern paper. This, all the inside and all the outside of the base, we'll get that size. So I've cut all my mats for this folio, and I just want to share it with you really quick. The base mats are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. We need 6 of those. The waterfall mats, I have 8. So I'm going to cover all the pages, both sides. 5 1/4 by 5 3/4. Now you could put as many as you want in there. You don't have to cover both sides of each page. And then the pocket mats are 5 1/2 by 3 1/4. 3 of those. So let's get gluing those in. Add a little music. Okay, now that we have all of our pattern paper on, we're going to glue the pocket tabs on next. A little glue on that tab. Lift that up, press it in. Same with the other two. All right, now that we have all our pockets in, our pattern paper on, and you could do your spines as well. On this folio, I'm not doing that. Go ahead and decorate. Add some cute little pocket inserts and whatnot. And I'll be back and show you how I've decorated mine. Take a quick walkthrough of the Fabulous Fall Folio. It is a 6x6 size, and I just want to look at, you know, how I decorated it with you. It's just like a cutout pumpkin head, drew a face on there, and another pumpkin freehand cutout. And then inside I have a couple of inserts that came with the packet paper, and I did cut those down to fit this pocket and the little truck. I love the red truck. And then a blank page on this side. And then inside we have the waterfall, our stacked waterfall, and I just used a gold color 65-pound cardstock for that, and a few stickers in there. And then on the back page, just another insert there. You could put photos in there, photos on both sides of this if you wanted to. So that's the Fabulous Fall Folio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and here's a look at another one. So you could decorate in any style that you want. You don't have to do pumpkins. I mean, you know, it's all up to you. You could use stickers for the front. There's a lot of stickers in this pack. And if you look at Amazon, I just bought 2 packs of this paper that is the fall. It was called Fall Break by Cartabella. It was less than $10. So I got 2 of them for like 16 something. So have a look at that, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you try to make a whole bunch of these, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, and you know, leave a comment for me, and a thumbs up, and subscribe, and share this video out with your friends, and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.